Hi everyone, this is Happy Rich Mama. I'm going to talk about my travel from LAX to Fort Wayne. It's a domestic flight. We have a connecting flight from LAX to Atlanta, one of the biggest airports in the United States. And from Atlanta, we go to Fort Wayne. Thank you for coming by to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this, please share it with your friends. And hope to see you in the next videos. Follow me in my travels around Fort Wayne, Indiana in the next 60 days. Philippine Airlines has landed in LAX and we were in the international airport, so we had to tow all our luggages to go to the domestic, which took us about 20 minutes walking with all the luggages, and we arrived 9 p.m. and our connecting flight or local flight will be tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So we had to look for some space. We stayed by Starbucks, which was unfortunately closed when we got there. So we just stayed there and waited and would sit and then walk around and then sit, and then here we are now lining up for the check-in part at the Delta Airlines. And what you need to do is you need to do it online, or you can do it in those ATM type of machines where you put in how many luggages you need to pay for, but they don't accept cash, so you must have a credit card to pay for your luggages. We paid for the first luggage is $30, and for the second one it's $40. So since we had 5 big luggages, we paid a total of $170. And we came down now in Atlanta, and we're having a Jersey Mike's sandwich before we go into the next flight. But let me tell you the story how we were delayed. There was an engine that wouldn't start because the starter was broken and had to be repaired and replaced. So we were delayed by an hour, and so we missed the next flight, which was due to leave at 3:25. We arrived at about 3:19. Really had to rush and go from one terminal to another, which took us another 20 minutes to travel again. And so it was really a very exhausting local travel because we were walking long distances from one terminal to another. And here we are talking with Vanessa and Monica for updates on what's happening to us. And we had to tell them that instead of arriving at about 5 p.m., we will be arriving at 11:30, but fortunately we arrived at 11 p.m. And we had to look for our luggages, which came ahead of us because our flight was delayed. So fortunately it was no problem at all. And this is us in the airplane, and this is how we traveled. We didn't have to wear any face shields anymore. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Welcome, Vanessa and Monica. No hugs. Oh, that's so sad. Anyway, that little boy there was just crying so loud in the airport, and the Lola who was holding him was also crying because she couldn't stop the little boy from crying. And it was all due to this water that goes through the straw and that kept the baby from drinking the milk. Anyway, a good lady was able to help her out. And I just had to ask why the boy kept crying. And so here we are. We are on our way to Vanessa's car and Monica's car. They're picking us up. We had to be in 2 cars because we were still ensuring that we would not be transferring any COVID viruses if ever we were You know, we got some from traveling, but we are so very happy to have finally arrived because it was quite tiring and so many walking that we did from one terminal to another. And of course, because you are not sure about what you're going to do, so there was this anxiety. Darren's big car, FX4. Fortunately, Diego is with us, my youngest son, who is able to help the twins, Vanessa and Monica, load the luggages onto the truck. And Monica will be driving her own car because she has a baby and she has to be kept really safe. Okay. There's Monica. What, shall I ride with you? I can't ride with you, okay? No, we don't want to contaminate the car. Okay. Siyempre, hindi nga, ayoko nga. I don't want to contaminate her car. Nes, pabayaan mo na si Diego. Tulak mo lang. By the way, let me tell you the story that happened at the terminal. Because we were waiting for so long, there were so many activities happening, but the worst was that this baby just started crying very quietly at first, and then but continuously until such time that it just continued to really bawl out in crying so loud, and nobody can stop the baby. And then after that, there was this man who just fell on the floor. Oh my God. we were so scared at the airport. But that's the side stories of my trip. Just so excited to see the house of Monica, so we passed by before going to Vanessa's, and here we are having our first dinner at Fort Wayne with siopao and siomai and noodles, Chinese style. Pinoy talaga. Anyway, and here we are also saying hello to Goya and Tia Flor and my siblings. Hi! Travels, Gardens, Ikinobo, Ikebana, Zero Waste Gardening, Making Money, Painting, Family, Friends, Prayers. Please like my video. Please ring the bell below for notifications. Naku, maraming salamat po sa inyo.